Howdy everyone. Just gonna keep things going with more Craft the World. We're just finishing up the first planet. Hello, Koopa. So we're just finishing up the first planet here. I think it should be pretty easy to finish this one up and get to the frost planet that comes next. How's your week going so far, Koopa? I am excited that my week is almost over. Glad yours has been good. Well, mine's been fine too. It's just looking forward to the weekend. Okay. Yeah, waking up. Yeah, that's fair. I'm used to waking up pretty early, unfortunately. But I shouldn't say unfortunately. It's not that bad for me. Let's see what kind of shape all of our dwarves are in here. Because I think we can start this one off with a bang and really start kind of socking it to these guardians down here. Let's do that, see if we can get everybody in on this observer. I know that this is going to bust open, and that's fine. We should get some better weapons, just because things are going to be pretty slow going in terms of like actually killing the observer and the guardians in the other rooms, but we'll deal with that momentarily. Get some of this stuff going. This guy's in a tough spot because I don't want our dwarves to get knocked off of this, precipice here, because they'll start taking damage that way as well. So we'll have to find a way to maybe make some more scaffolding, I guess, and see if we can kind of prevent that kind of fall damage. Also gonna pop in here. Running pretty low on magic, but we've also got some we're pretty close to leveling up. So we'll get our magic reserves refilled when that happens. I think we'll be feeling fine at that point. Feeling good. Just like I know I should. Break this stuff out. We'll build this back out just to make sure that our base is separate, but I think we can finish up on this planet pretty speedily. And then we'll start on the next one, which is an ice world. Let's keep queuing up the build orders so that nobody's idle. Alright, keep things chugging along here. Bust that out, and then, yeah, I think we're doing alright. Okay, so maybe time for a little... should we do... Let's take a look at the tech. See how far we've got to go. We'll got silver working going, so we're pretty close to expert weaponry, which is awesome. And then we'll get to gold working as well, pretty quickly from that. Getting the wizard's staff will be super helpful. Place that. Speed things up a little bit, because it's pretty mind-numbing to watch them just slowly, and I mean like so slowly, crawl along, but there we go. We'll grab some of this stuff up here. Again, just kind of constantly making sure that I'm collecting at least some kind of resources for us. Here's the goblins. We can go and take those guys out pretty quickly. They drop a bunch of resources for us. So maybe we'll do that in a moment. Let's save him until he's got wool on him. Yeah, I'm excited to be playing this game again. It's a lot of fun. This has kind of been the vibe for me lately, is just going back to games that I used to spend a lot of time playing and having fun with, and then yeah, revisiting them to, I guess, to see how they hold up. And so far, this holds up pretty well. It's very chill, Goldman. Oh, and while you were away, we made you into a logger, carpenter, stonemason. You've got some pretty janky armor, but I still think you're pretty, I think you look pretty cute. Uh-oh, he says. I thought the stonemason was particularly appropriate. There we go. Look at that. We are an unstoppable force. We'll keep those trees. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, these guys drop a ton of resources, so it's kind of a like huge favor to us whenever they spawn in. And we can even do a little fishing if we want to. I don't know if we need to though. We'll just keep things relatively low-key. We've got quite a while until the next wave comes, so we'll definitely go and make hopefully quick-ish work of that guardian that's alone down there. We'll just start equipping people as we can, just so that our ability to mine resources is slightly better. There's a metal staff, we already have those, so yeah. I think we're, is there a good mechanic that you need to balance? That's where this is. A food mechanic. Kind of. Food, like, so the dwarves get hungry. If they get too hungry, they lose health. I think they can starve. I can't quite remember. But we can see on every dwarf, there's their hunger level. hunger helps, so as they eat food, it helps replenish their health quicker, and different types of food have different benefits. So if we look at the grilled meat, it has level 3 feeding, but nothing else. If we look at the jam, it's only feeding level 2, but it heals 10% of their health when they eat one. They also have to spend the time to cook it, so it's beneficial to have a designated cook who can skill up really quickly and produce food really quickly. But aside from that, there's not too, like, food's not too big of a focus in this game, I would say. Not in the same way that it is in, like, Oni or games like that, like RimWorld or anything. Those games, food is pretty punishing, and understandably, because if you don't eat, you will die. But this game, it's not so big of a focus, I would say. They'll eat when they're hungry. Basically, I have to put the food out on the tables for them, but they will eat when they are hungry. Okay, let's see. Oh shoot, we want to get some better weaponry going. So wizard staff is probably a good idea. I don't think we get another staff until, I guess, obsidian and mithril, which we're still a ways away from. So we'll do some silver swords and silver staffs, or staves, I guess. There's one of those, and we'll just do, yeah, 3 of these, I guess. That should be fine. We'll need more silver ingots, we're making more. We'll need even more than that, so as long as we keep things going, I think we'll be alright. Just go deal with this guy quickly. Just because he's kind of annoying. And there we go. So take care of this fool, but they won't, I guess. Okay. I think we're pretty close to being able to just run down there and take out the Guardian, which is awesome. We'll speed things up a little bit, just because we're waiting on some weapons to be made. And maybe we'll start crafting some more potions, because I think we ran through, yeah, the majority of them before. We can build a ton of these, and we're going to. Moonlight will get to work on some of those, which is great. And what do we need to do to get some of our other, so if we do some advanced decorating, potted palm, that sounds delightful. So we'll get some of those out. Get rid of that window. Oh, we want to put these guys down too, because they give us passive buffs. I am usually silly and I put them on top of the roof. I don't know if they need to be inside, but I like the way that they look on top of the roof. For some reason. Where are we going here? Get the thing that I just put away. And then this guy here, and this guy here. Pretty sick, gotta say. We'll grab more water, because we kind of always need it. Alright, basic alchemy is done. So we're moving our way up through the tech tree. We'll get to cooking beer, wine, and tea, stew, carrot cake, and baked potatoes, and other things too, which is awesome. And then here, stonemason's tools. What do those take? A tooth. I don't have any teeth. I don't know how to get them actually, so let's see where we can pick those up. I have a feeling they're from some, like, I think they're a random drop from some other monsters, but I have a feeling this guy probably drops teeth, and I don't really have any interest in taking that smoke right now. Okay. And we don't really need the beds either. Everybody's got a bed. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So yeah, I think we're in fine shape. Let's get some of our swords and weapons kitted out to people. Jonas here is already got the best sword that we have available, so let's give Koopa and Goldwyn some better weapons. And then we'll slowly start kitting everybody else out as we can. We can also scrap a lot of this stuff. Try to get some good resources back. Let's see, we don't want to get rid of... Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of the steel sword, because we're going to start getting a lot of those back, so we don't have really any need for any of these things, so we'll start getting what we can back from the things that we don't need. Even that. And I think we've got leather. I thought we had leather helmets that we... No, leather armor. I always like to hang on to like one extra suit of armor in case we get a new dwarf. We just, at least we've got something to put them in. Okay, let's pack that. Now that it's got wool. Alright, I think we can pretty safely attack. Maybe not safely, I shouldn't say that. That's very incorrect. I think we can get this guy and be relatively okay. So let's try it. And we want to slow down, just because everybody's going to start getting real low on health here. And we'll want to get some other... Okay. Where is everybody? What's everything looking at? We'll want to get some other portals so that they have other places to run to. Oh, old Miller here is in trouble, Nemo's in trouble, and Hunter. Okay, I think we're in decent shape to get rid of this guy. Let's continue to make sure that everyone's not going to die. Old Elizabeth here is danger. And then we'll just top Jonas up. And we got a new dwarf, which rocks. Alright, look at that. Got him. Which means we get another portal part. And we get to loot this room of everything that is inside of it, which is quite a few things. There. Look at that. Success. And we'll speed things back up, because we're not afraid of anything down here anymore. Alright. And yeah, you can see we leveled up, so we've got a full mana pool now. Alright, we got Esther the Logger here. Ooh, an obsidian helmet. That looks pretty sick. I gotta be honest. Let's get Esther kitted out with just the most basic stuff, I guess. We'll bring back some more stuff from here, and we'll be laughing. Actually, that's pretty much everything from here, so we're not laughing. But we are gonna build straight down here. Eventually, it doesn't make so much sense to do it on this map because this map is so small. But on the bigger ones, we can build an elevator shaft, and that like instantly takes them up and down. We can build mine carts that take them, you know, east and west or left and right on the map. So it's definitely worthwhile to have like a single up and down shaft, but not necessarily worthwhile on a map that is small like this one. Alright, we're gonna keep mining resources here. Keep gathering resources, I guess. And then, let's see. What do we want to work on next? We do still need tooth for that, and we'll build a fountain. And what else is part of advanced stoneworking? These guys are. You know what? I might just spam out a bunch of these because we can just recycle them, get the stone back that we used to cook them. Yeah, exactly, Goldwyn. You silly goose. Alright. We have everybody that we want. Let's give Samwise a silver sword. Give him Sting, why don't we? Alrighty. Yeah, we should give him a new bed, but that's work. Yeah, we gotta get a wooden bed, and look at that. Well, the effort that had to go into that. Can I just put it here? Oh, that feels like the meanest thing, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, advanced stoneworking, we're good. Let's build some barrels. Let's just build 10 barrels, I guess. I think we'll need them for the wine later on. Can do weaving. I like... Oh. Pranked ya. I like the wall carpet, so let's do 2 of those. We'll get a little textile chair or 2 going. Maybe a wardrobe. And then we'll have to make more things. But the place will be a lot comfier. And then, for those of you who weren't around the last time, the comfort level in the base determines how quickly the dwarves regain their health when they're back home here. Look at that. These guys are pros. Okay. I think we can also... I don't know if we can build a stockpile again yet, but we can... There comes a time when we can build a new stockpile. And that is really helpful in the... Oh yeah, there it is. So you gotta get past railroad construction and all that junk. But it becomes really helpful for things like this where this is in the basement, we have to go all the way up here to bring it back, but we can put a stockpile down here instead, and that makes placing things and storing things a little bit quicker and smoother. Alright. think we could probably honestly take on another Guardian here, but let's see. I don't know if we can do this yet. That feels ambitious. I'd like to. I'd like to a lot. Alright, there goes advanced stoneworking. We can do advanced fortifications. A drawbridge, that's really cool. That's new to me. But I like it. A black and white pennant, I think. That's a little blue and gold dress joke. But maybe I'm looking into that a little too much. Or is it white and gold? I don't know. Black and blue. I can't remember what it was, but that whole internet craze. Alright. Make sure the way is lit. And grab some of these while we're at it. Yeah. Alright. You and like exactly half the world there, Koopa. I'm pretty sure I saw white and gold too, but I can't remember. I wonder if I looked at it now if it'd be different. That's a silly thing to go all this way for, pal. And now you're getting attacked by giant spiders and vines and falling down. Good gracious. The misadventure right now is creeping up on them. Alright. Couple more swords. Yeah, that's pretty cool, gold one. It was a strange time, but kind of a fun time. That's what it's all about. Having fun. What's this new task over here? Expert weaponry. That's fine. Alright, stop using the ladders, it's way too slow. It is boring. And let's speed it up a little. Alright, the other nice thing is that only the dwarves can get through this door. Maybe the gargoyles can too, but these big guys certainly cannot. So let's see what we can do here. Oh boy, just immediately goes in there and gets literally melted. Let's see. Make sure everyone's doing okay. Koopa. You're hurting, pal. Hunter is the most hurting, though. Alright, 2 enemies in there taken care of. You? Oh god, no, no! Alright, we're doing a bit of damage here. Let's see. Old Margarita I'm choosing to call her because I don't want to call her Margarita because it just makes me think of urethras, so. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in this room. This is the main portal, Koopa, so it's an important room. Important enough, anyway. Esther here is... let's... I think Koopa is the smith, so I think it makes sense for him to have the coolest armor. So let's do that. Looks a little goofy with the leather... armor and boots and stuff on, but that's how she goes. Way she goes. Alright. Get these two with some swords. And see how this goes. So I think we can kill this guy. Where? Don't bother running or helping your friends or anything. Alright. This guy is toast. Still got these guys over here, which... they're not to be taken lightly. Alright. So we can build some of these portal parts now. We should be able to. They're over here. Or maybe we can't. We need gold. We'll need gold and mithril. So that's fine. But if we build them now, the portal's right here, so we're in better shape than we were. And we've got a ton of gold and silver, and coal and probably some gemstones under here. More silver, more gold. Lots of silver. Yukon Cornelius, fill your boots. Okay, let's see. Let's do that. We'll just mine out this little area here. Speed things back up a little teeny bit. Speed things up a teeny bit more, because my goodness, they feel ultra slow. And we'll boost this. Pandora's box. Last time we opened it up, it was a positive benefit, so I'm very worried that opening it up this time would not yield a positive benefit. So we're gonna maybe hold off on that. Put down some potted palms. And yeah. There we go. And we'll start building some stone bridges here. We'll have to take care of this guy. He's brooding in there, so better to get rid of him sooner rather than later. That way we've got kind of free run of the place. Perfect. Alright, that little area is cleared out. Oh. There we go. Let's go back down here and get rid of this guy. Easy peasy. And we need people to come over here because this guy's going to come to life. Just like that. There we go. Just like we drew it up. Okay. Now, still think that, I think we've only found, that's 1, 2, 3 guardians we've killed already. A 4th is over here. This one is going to be kind of tricky. There's a door here. Oh no, that's actually, this is a treasure door. There's an enemy door. These guys are very tough. These guys we know are relatively tough, but the guardians are the real problem. But that little automaton, those guys are not to be taken lightly. Okay. Let's see. If we keep going down this way, we can pick up some of those gemstones, but I do want to queue up some build orders while we are just build the drawbridges, because I've never done it before. But while we're idle, I want to make sure that we're building things so that we are continuing to work towards higher levels on the tech tree. I hate that I can never remember what else is on here. Iron fence. Sure. There. That'll get us to the next level, which is the name of the game. Go over here and take out some of these ants to collect some of these minerals, but what we really want is this, mithril. So let's weasel our way into here. Everybody's gonna come in here, because that's a lot of spiders. That's a shocking amount of spiders, actually. And our hunter here is kind of in for it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, do this, build things up a little bit, and make sure that we get every piece of mithril out of here that we can. Because, as in we are in Shelob's lair, or at least Ungoliant. Actually, Ungoliant would be worse, so yeah, we'll take Shelob. A large forge. I think we got everything that we need for this. We just need to deconstruct the old forge and build 3 of those, so let's get on that. You can see the mithril takes a hot minute to mine out, so that's why we're getting on it with as many people as we can. The reason why I do like the replace dirt here as opposed to just mining it out is sometimes if there's stuff in behind, it's more helpful to just get more dwarves down here whacking away at things than it is to queue up a bunch of like just straight up mining orders. It feels more efficient in that sense. Just because if someone's whacking at this, then the other dwarves will wait until they're done. So if there's other things laying around that we can work on, then I try to get as many things queued up in as short amount of time as possible. We're gonna get another wave. I think we're in pretty good shape to handle it, but I've been wrong about that type of thing before. Oh, got one more piece of mithril here to grab. Alright. So far, only one monster portal, which is great. Okay, that's strange. Everybody's gonna go back. Get rid of that, and head back out, because it's a decent amount of enemies right there, so. Alright, let's get rid of this fool. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Who's at low health? There we go. Look at that. We did it. Oh, I guess this guy's still left, but who cares about that guy? Ah, Koopa, that was fine. That was fine. Gotta get a wood wall back. Where are those? There they are. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Here we are. Oh, actually, we want a roof there. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Easy peasy. Do want them to scoop out this water so that it's not slowing us down so much, but there we go. Good old cubed water. Like an ice cube, but not frozen, I guess. I feel like it would kind of feel like this looks like it should feel like jello, like a gelatin block, but just my strange thoughts taking over right now. There we go. We'll do that just to make it a little bit easier to traverse. We'll take care of this. We got a literal forest growing over here, so give up all that. And take one more look at our tech tree here. So, master construction. To build our large forge, we need to get rid of this forge. So we're going to do that momentarily. And then something like this, I assume, is what's going to take up this space. You so badly have to get out of the way. Thank you. My goodness. And let's see. Expert weaponry. We'll get... oh. Yep. That makes sense. That was my silly brain there. Where's the large forge? There it is. So we'll get that up and running. And then we'll get some more silver swords coming along. And I think what we should do, I'd really like to know where that last that last guardian is. That's a lot of ants. We could take those out too, but they're not really, like, that's a huge pile of coal, and there's even more down there, and some silver as well, but I think the gold is what we're going to want to really prioritize here, and then finding that last guardian. So I don't know if we can take this guy without at least some gold armor, like, or just a metric ton of potions, but we'll queue up a few more of those if we can build any. Oh yeah. So let's just do all we can. And then we'll get some more bottles going, I guess, because that seems to be what we're out of. Oh, we don't have the forge yet. That's correct. Oh, it's huge. Huge, huge. So let's build it down here instead. We'll move these things up here. And this will be our little forge room. Let's put it there. Okay. Not huge, huge, but pretty big compared to all of our other buildings. So, get you, and this. Where's the sewing machine at? Hasn't been brought back to the stockpile yet, but it will be. And that's all we need. Stone workbench, and then the sewing machine here. And we'll be able to get everything going that we need. We'll get more silver swords on the burners here. So I think this, if I'm not mistaken, just makes it so that we can build quicker. Like, everything that comes out of here. Oh yeah, that was fast, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, these big buildings are new to me. I think they were added to the game later, like, you know, later as in I had stopped playing the game at the time that they were added, so I'm still learning a lot of the mechanics when it comes to those types of things. It's funny, usually on this planet I build up for the house instead of down, but I don't know why this time around I just started going straight down. I think I'm like Oni and I don't know, I guess they're dwarves, so it feels like they're meant to be underground, but a bunch of silver and gold over here. I think these are done, so let's get rid of those. Yeah, hunt some of these chickens too. And let's get everybody equipped. We've got all of our steel swords done, so anybody that's got a club or anything less than a silver sword is getting equipped with the best that we can offer them. Okay. Perfect. We need like one more thing out of this. So Let's do the mechanical training dummy here. And that will finish our Koopa, there are on some maps, but I think it's dependent on the world that you're on. I'm not entirely sure though. I could be mistaken. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. Once Miller here is finished that, we'll get a level up. So let's check out what we've unlocked. Gold woodworking. Good grief. All right, we're gonna pump out all of these that we can. We know where a bunch of gold is, so we can start. Honestly, maybe just work our way. Yeah, I think we'll just go like this, and then work our way straight down. Dig out all that. We'll do this too. There. Get all the gold that we can. Koopa, this is just a normal bridge. I haven't tried it, the drawbridge yet. But we can. Let's see. Where are you? There's one side. There's the other side. I don't really know. I guess I probably should have put it there. Let's see. Where do I want to put it? I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. Honestly, let's just put it here. There. Oh, there we go. Oh. How do I build this thing? Oh, it's huge. It's cool looking, but it's huge. So we'll do that. I just want to see how it works. I know it's probably not gonna work out in this area or make sense to use it in this area, but I have no idea how it works. So let's test it out. What harm could it do? Pretty cool. So yeah, I guess we build that on either side of our home base, and that's like the left side, the right side. We can build that, and then control the waves, I guess, a little bit easier. Pretty cool though. It really is. It's huge. I didn't expect it. I don't know if what I expected. I didn't expect it to function quite that. Like I shouldn't say function. I know how a drawbridge works, but I didn't expect it to take up the space that it takes up. I don't know if that makes sense. There we go. Getting back to functional bridges now. speed this up a little. Maybe that's a hole, isn't it? Yes. That's good to know about. So let's get Kraken over here as well. Picking up some mithril. So we're going to finish up with our gold over here pretty shortly. Got something down here. Nothing to write home about. A little bit of mithril down there, which is great, but okay. Slowly exploring the map, figuring things out, getting some resources that we need. So, all good things in my books. But I do very much want to get off this planet in this playthrough, so we're gonna try to speed things up if we can. And by that I just mean really want to keep exploring out, see if we can find that last guardian. And yes, new planet. I need it. Yeah. We'll get there when he gets there. That's fine. That'll be okay. Let's see what our food looks like. We do need to replenish our food. That's some berry salad's fine. Let's do some fish stew. We have so much of it and we don't really have any need for like urgent healing right now, so I think the feeding is better than anything. Deal with that guy. Should replace the stone in the back there too. Alrighty. What are those bubbles? Which bubbles? These? Or... Sorry, Koopa. I looked down too late. Or do you mean these? Because these ones here, the golden bubbles. The golden bubbles that aren't gold, I presume. I think I missed what you're talking about. These are gemstones, but I know that these aren't what you're talking about, but... Purple portal and then a clear bubble. This guy is just a light. So this is the, it's just a light spell. Costs, I think, one magic, so it just lights up an area for you. Yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't figure out what you were asking. Which is also classic me on this platform. And just in general, I suppose. Unfortunately. We have more wood than we know what to do with, so we'll just keep going down. There's magma right there, which we don't really want to mess with, but there's dragons down here and dragon eggs. We can get some pretty powerful spells from this area. There we go. Typically. But also, it's lava, so it's really dangerous. And we don't want our dwarves to fall in there, so this is about as far as we're gonna go. These blue crystals. Moonlight, hello. Iron Dragon. I mean, I just like revealing as much of the map as I can too. But the dragons are... There's one. There's three. Anyways, there are a lot of these guys. And they are all tough. So, oh my gosh, yeah. That's a lot of dragons. So, best to leave them where they are. And not invite peril in that sense. We'll invite it plenty of other ways without messing with the dragons, so. This is a pretty good vein though, so we're gonna keep such a rowdy crowd, oh yeah. The rowdiest. It's my favorite thing about you guys. I like that little emoji there, Moonlight. He's pretty cute. Alright, everybody. Keep digging. Gotta get where we gotta get. Alright. Get him. Great work. Great work. Okay. Alright, we're under attack somewhere. Gotta be careful with our mana here as well, make sure that we don't strand our guys. So that can become a problem, obviously. But we're in pretty decent shape here. We're gonna keep investing in gold. And honestly, I kind of do want to build some of these, some of this gold armor, just because the rest of our armor is not super sturdy. And I think we're actually getting to a point where we're getting enough gold, or we're finding enough gold, sorry, that we should be able to produce all the stuff that we need out of this, but let's make sure that that's the case. Get Koopa to give us as many gold bars as he can. More mithril over here, more gold over here. Quite a bit of mithril over there, actually. And we can bust up one of these guys too, shortly, just to see what falls out of it. Maybe this smaller guy. But I don't know. Let's wait. Let's wait a moment until we're finished collecting all the stuff that we want from over here. I love the ones that just chill for no reason. Go eat, do something. You're just chilling as far as you can underground in the least comfortable spot that you can, instead of at least like going and resting or eating or doing something around the base. It's wild. Stream boo. That's funny. Alright, y'all. Come on. Oh yeah. I mean, I get decision paralysis, so I can understand, I suppose. But I'll tell you that it's easier to make a decision when you're somewhere that you're not comfortable, and one decision would get you to somewhere where you are comfortable. Maybe that's just me. Alright, nobody else is coming through there. Now, we are going to... Let's get rid of this. I think this will help us find that last guardian, so... Yeah. There we go. This will explode in a second. Oh, it doesn't even explode anymore, it just goes away. Oh. Bit of a bummer there. Bit of a letdown. Let's do that. Let's also... Oh! Goldwyn, no! Oh, thank goodness. You're in trouble there for a minute. Okay. Let's keep this train rolling. Get all the iron that we can. It's just going to lead into steel, or silver, sorry, as well. I mean, it will lead into steel as well, because we'll make steel out of it, but... There we go, that's a big... Very big patch of iron, which is excellent. Okay. Place that. Getting a little bit closer to a monster wave, so keep an eye on the timer while we harvest all this stuff. Yeah, that's okay. Do that, and we'll just slowly whittle this down as much as we can. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm being a little bit too thorough. Koopa, I probably don't need this much at this stage. Oops. Sorry everyone. And I'll do that too. Oops, not enough mana. That checks out. But yeah, I probably don't need this much at this stage in the game. Like this much iron, this much silver and coal and stuff like that. But I feel like it doesn't hurt, so. Especially the coal. Honestly, it sounds strange. Like, you get a recipe to make coal at a certain point. I think it comes with like the railroad tech, but you need it to make every kind of metal bar, so you just, and some foods and stuff like that, so you just end up going through it pretty quickly. There is a way to speed it up if you buy, which I might be able to afford actually. So there is a mana generator here, which increases mana regeneration. It's 65 bucks, so I can't afford it yet. But then there's mana storage as well, which just increases the, like, you know, our capacity for storing mana. Portal Gate and the Magic Crystal reduces the degree to which spells consume more mana, which I think that that's helpful in a sense, but I don't know if I'm necessarily interested in it at this point in this playthrough. And again, we're gonna keep... Okay. Calm down, buddy. Alright. Is there a guardian down here? I feel like there might be. I feel like it's kind of got to be in this little area here. Like, right there. But yeah. Purchase not crafted. I think that there are some, like maybe some other things that we can do, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright, we just gotta make sure that everybody gets back before that closes. There we go. Slow this down a little bit. Wave is coming in now, so I am going to queue up a little bit of crafting. We're going to get everybody that we can some gold armor, which means that we need more steel. So it is actually a good thing that we went and grabbed all that steel from before. And the coal, because we're running low on coal. So it immediately paid off. Look at that. I was right about something. I was right about something in a video game. We're out of food. They're loving the fish stew, I guess. Eventually, also, if you keep putting out the same food for them, they'll say like, oh, I'm sick of fish stew, and won't eat it. Which feels a little bit like beggars can't be choosers, but I guess I can't fault them for that. If I had to eat the same exact thing every single day, then I might not love it. Though I think there are things that I could eat every day and be pretty pleased with. Specific things though. Alright everybody. Go get him. Oh yeah. We are unstoppable. Look at that. Alright. We're gonna take some mana elixirs here. And then we are going to let's get our gold armor started here, just because again this room is probably gonna whoop us a little bit, and I'd really rather get. Hello? Why is everyone just standing there? I'd really rather get some armor on them first, so that we're not just constantly having to spawn or spam health potions and things like that, just because they're costly to build. They are super helpful to have, but also I don't want to waste them all on one excursion, so I'd love to have some armor, help our guys get a little bit further in, but we'll see how that goes, I guess. That's cool. Some like painted tile, I guess, maybe for the kitchen. All right. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a big guardian over here. Is that you? Another one of these guys. Yeah, drat. Hmm. Am I just being silly? Like, could he be in here? That would feel strange to me, because it feels like they're like very close together. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Just in the middle of nowhere. I was completely wrong. Okay, this guy I think could be pretty easy to take out, so I might just pop a portal down. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. No, like 2 here. That's a bingo. Yeah, doesn't even get his own room. Alright, someone is close to death, so let's heal them with our plenty of health elixirs. Samwise is in the thick of it. Ooh, it's Hunter. It's feels like it's always Hunter. New creature. Just a restless dwarf that's very, very dangerous, I guess. Get him, guys. You can do it. Hunter is in trouble again. We gotta babysit this guy. He is a liability. Oh. He is actually a liability. He's so close to death. He's also got like no health right now. Moonlight's around, which is great, but where is everybody else? I ask. There we go. We got him. And the third portal part, which is huge. We're mopping up. Hunter needs a lot of help right now. We're kind of neglecting him, I feel. Never didn't have it. Ain't that the truth, Koopa? Let's pick up that gold real quick, guys. Real quick. Quick as we can. And let's see what new... Ooh, we picked up some obsidian armor. Chitin helmet, which is less exciting, but the obsidian armor is pretty sick. That's gonna go on Koopa too. He's gotta look cool. He's the smith. He's gotta have the coolest armor. Everyone else has got armor of some kind at least. Good helmets, so. Alright, you. Go eat. Thank goodness. There we go. Oh, we left behind one of those. That's okay. That's okay. It is good advertising. Alright, we can finally build some coal, so let's do that. We're just gonna build like... I think I'm just gonna make like 50. We'll pick up a little bit of wood to offset that cost, I suppose, and then I think we're into gold armor, so we can make 7, and then our coal's gone, so perfect timing for that. Speed things up a little. Pick up all that stuff. And I think also get some of our health elixirs re-established here. We gotta make... Oh yeah, coal. Never mind. Can't make any bottles because we don't have any coal. Hard time understanding how I'm under attack there. I think I must have put that dirt down, but that's funny. This guy thinks that he's like besieging a fortress and he's just down in the basement digging up some dirt. Alright, let's make some more progress on the tech tree here. We make a good amount of beer. 50 of those would be great. We can make a crazy amount of tea, which I think makes us move faster. Beer, improves productivity, can confirm, surely is the case. We got baked potatoes, which are just tasty. We got carrot cake, which we'd have to melt some flour for that. We don't have enough. But I do want to... Where are the grains? I do want to get our wheat production. Alright, I think we're actually doing okay on wheat. Where is it? It's over here. Oh yeah, we got a ton. So never mind. Alright. Can we craft any portal parts yet? We can. There's one. I love how it gave me a entry level bow. We don't have the second part, but we've got the third, the fourth, which we can't make. Why can't we make it? What are we missing, guys? We got the red. We got the purple. We got all the crystals. So we need mithril. We just need mithril. So let's really focus on getting to mithril working, which means we have to get through engineering. We'll get through railroad construction pretty quickly here. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there, I guess, but should be pretty soon. And I think we can also get some more gold armor going, so let's do so. And let's equip everyone that we can equip thus far. There we go. And we only need 2 more, which is exactly how many we're crafting, so looking good. Yeah, I like that too, Koopa. I mean, I don't like it right now because all I want to do is teleport out and start on the next world, but I like that they make you play through the game the way that it's supposed to be played. I think it's really, I think it's a clever mechanic to have in the game in the first place. And just even better that they utilize it so well. Alright. Soon we will be able to take these guys out. And I think that is just lovely. Especially once everybody's got their armor and is fully kitted out. I think getting the helmets is probably more worthwhile than getting boots. What's the cost? Pretty expensive. And we are out of gold, so... But we might be able to... We should be able to hack this with what we've got, I think. Lame. And let's equip our last pair of buffoons here, especially Hunter. And what have we got here? Let's see. And what are we missing? We've got Hunter is our hunter archer. That makes sense. Miller, swimmer. I think having a swimmer be a fisherman's a good call. His name's Nemo. It only makes sense. And I don't really know that we're missing all that much else. Like, none of these are really all that fascinating, like all that exciting to me, so. Let them get these guys. There we go. Great work. Do that so that we're not drowning the next time a wave comes, although I don't think we're going to be here for the next wave. Hopefully, anyway. We want to make sure that we're making lots of coal. In fact, coal gets made at the cooking campfire, so, or like the, you know, cooking stove or anything like that, so it is worthwhile to have multiple just in case there's idle dwarves that need something to do. And I think the wine barrel just maybe passively makes wine, which would be pretty wicked. I'll get a couple bottles going here. But I think that's used to be, I think that used to be the way that it did things, so let's see if that is still the case. And you know what? Let's make things interesting. Let's see what happens here. Who is it that is... Oh, something fascinating but incomprehensible happened. Well, I don't know what that means. I guess we'll find out. Alright. We're gonna give Goldwyn the cool hat. Look at that. Does he look awesome? We'll make a wine barrel. 2 of them, in fact. A couple of tables with tablecloths. Like that, luxury beds are made out of steel, and the low-level beds are wooden. Whereas in real life, you buy a wooden bed, that's luxury. I don't care who we are. Let's grab the mana generator. We'll get that set up. Maybe we can set that up down here. I don't know if it needs to be too tall, but let's see. Okay. Alright, let's just go through our dwarves, make sure that everybody rests. Yes, rest, rest, rest. I just want everybody to be fully rested up, fully healed. We're gonna go destroy that last guardian. Make sure that we've got all the portal pieces, and then it's just a matter of getting a little bit of silly tech out of the way. And then we can teleport to the next world, where we will start anew. Alrighty. Master construction, all that stuff. We don't need to waste our time with that. Maybe we'll just build a sofa. Doesn't quite get us there though, which is... that's a bummer. Set up the wall carpets just because I think they look cool. We do it there. Okay. Just like that. Bumping that comfort level up even more. Grab the wine barrels as well. I think we'll stick those down here. No, we're not. No, we won't. We're gonna stick those in the kitchen where they belong, because they're wine barrels. They actually probably belong in a cellar, but who cares? Clearly I do. Too much. Alright. Let's go get this guy. Got him. Get this guy next. Moonlight needs saving, so we're gonna do that as well. Then everybody else has to go get this fool. Should make pretty quick work of him. Now that he's alone. Alright. Just like we drew it up. The other thing is, oh, we got lots of mithril from that, which is awesome. But sometimes what happens is we bust in here, we loot the place, and we get the materials that we actually need. It's awesome when that happens. I kind of hope that happens here so that we can make our way to the next place. But alright, we need 2 like feathers and 1 weird Y. So feather, weird Y. And then we build those on there because they're runes. And pick up whatever awesome treasure is inside. Let's see. Quite a few things. So most of them kind of useless, I think. But that's okay. And then we'll remove the construction. Destroy that for good measure. What we got going on here? Expert cooking is done. Don't really need bag of elixirs. What does that do? Efficiency of the mage skill, so we'll give that to Moonlight. Everything's coming up. Can't build any of these, we just need a piece of mithril for each one. And a gold ingot for each one. I'm debating, like, can we buy mithril? We can. Can't buy enough mithril, which makes sense, it's fine. totally okay with it. Alright, in 1 second we can cast this. Let's go get these guys. See what this place drops. Again, maybe some helpful supplies, maybe some not helpful supplies. Lots of raw materials, some books, things like that. Health elixir, I think we just made that. Mana elixir as well. But some runes, things like that. So, not useless, but not particularly helpful for what we need right now. A miner's ring. More ore when mining. I like that. Do we have a designated miner? No. Compass improves the skills of miners and rock climbers significantly. We don't have, again, either of those, so it's not gonna help us. Okay. Don't know how to get through to there, and that's fine because there's not anything worth getting out of there. We're going to go. It's just gold and a little bit of mithril. Okay. We really need to finish up this railroad construction. So we'll build a couple of those, just get people crafting at more stations so that we level up a little bit quicker, because this is tough sledding right now. Get rid of all this junk, including that, and all these bows. Just trying to get all the resources that we can so that we can tech up and get out of here. Okay. People are snoozing and just chilling, it looks like. Which we don't want. Why are people not? Like one person is cooking right now. Okay, you're cooking too. That's made one beer at the oven somehow. And that's that. Can we build a cart? We can't build a cart. Okay. Making some wheels here. There we go. Thank Gorsh. Some mechanized catapult looks crazy. Let's see. We have to build stuff here, so steel door got us next to nowhere. This we need gold ore for. We don't have any of that right now. Stockpile. We got a workbench. We need steel axe. I think that's the only thing we need, so let's get one of those. Stockpile will be helpful. We'll plop it down here somewhere. It'll make things a little bit more efficient, and then we'll be able to kind of craft our way out of this part of the game, which is a bit of a slog right now. So this is where I don't love that mechanic, and it makes it like feel a little bit more drawn out. But we're gonna go down here. We're going to, I guess, do this. Grab some stuff. We are almost there, Koopa. We're so close. So close. Alright. Keep going, gang. Keep going. Oh, Koopa's flipping out here. You were tripping, dude. Alright. And maybe we'll mess with this just for fun. I don't know. See what it drops. Bad fish stew, I think, looks different than jitters like that. But I don't want to paint too vivid of a picture in your head there. I imagine dwarven, like, constitution has to be pretty robust, right? They're just eating meat, so like these guys are eating like salads and, you know, smoothies and whatever else I've cooked them, but like Lord of the Rings dwarves are eating like meat and beer and all that stuff, so I imagine they just must absolutely devastate a washroom. There's a bunch of gold. That could be helpful. Let's go get it. It's not a bunch of gold, but more gold than average, I suppose. Let's not waste time with that. Keep going. There we go. Let's get that going. We're gonna need to make some mana potions, I think. I think we're out. We are. Let's see. There we go. 15 of them. Look at that. We'll be out of here in no time. I'm sure. Is he gonna make it? He's not. Get out of there. Thank God. Can we take mana elixir? Not yet. Alright, everybody go home. Oh, we're not all making it. None of them are making it. Okay. That's fine. These guys will continue mining. They're already here, so they might as well. We'll get a new mana here in 30 seconds, so that'll be okay. And then we'll be out of this mess. place that while they're here. They can. Look at that. Oops. Alrighty. Back to the crafting. Engineering, stockpile, let's build that. That gave us a decent jump, which is nice. Let's see. Surprise barrels. I need fire elixirs. We can build a couple of those. Build a few of the surprise barrels, and then we'll be in fine shape, I think. Let's do that there. I feel like it just looks a little bit nicer, it's a little bit out of the way. Or we could do it here, I suppose. It's a little bit more central, but that's okay. Leave it where it is. Put some bricks down, perhaps, make the place a little nicer. Like that. Oh, we don't have enough. Whoops. There we go. Alrighty. I think we'll continue doing all the things we can around the base here. We need to get our guys here back. Come back. There we go. Feels like a waste, but I think necessary. And then we can put up our bricks there. And we're getting so close. So close. Not much further to go. Build a couple of those, they just don't get us as far as I would like them to. What about the flamethrower? Fire tower, sorry. These are expensive. Boy, are they expensive. We got oil, we got planks, we got steel, we don't have gold. We're gonna build all those that we can. Alright. Powering through here. We're gonna put some beer out, make everybody a little bit more productive. Raise the spirits here a little bit. Literally. And they will flock like straight to the beer too, which is really funny. Like they'll just go here and pound a bunch of it. Look at that. That's almost 12 beers gone right there. In moments. That's almost 12 beers gone. Alright, they get a productivity boost, which is awesome. And oh yeah, doors and beer go hand in hand. I think I kind of go hand in hand with beer too, which is a good thing and a bad thing maybe. Depends on what you... Depends who you ask, I suppose. I'm just kidding. I like a casual beer every once in a while, but I'm pretty tame. Hello, just walked into the house. The door is gone. We didn't put the mana generator out. That is frustrating and silly. Can't put it there. Can put it there. So let's do that. Could have been generating mana this entire time, and look at that. I think it is fairly slow, like it, not slow, but I think it slowly fills this up, and that's how we get mana points, which is definitely faster than 2 minutes, so that's good. We'll wait for that to fill up. We'll get maybe some fire towers going? No, not yet, eh? Oil. We got oil. We got fire elixirs. We got planks. We need steel. Get the fire towers going. Hopefully they boost us up enough to get us over this tech hurdle, which is getting a little frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. I know it's fine. Koopa's gonna come in here and I thought he would come in here and do a bunch of ingots for us, but he needed a rest, I suppose. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Still not enough, eh? We got steel. We got planks. No barrels. Okay. This goose chase we're on here. Well, it's not nothing. Maybe we'll build 2 of those. I do need to replace the door, you're right. There you are. There you are. There we go. That's a pretty decent jump, which is nice. And we'll do that. That finishes it off. Thank heavens. Now we just need some mithril bars, and we are out of here. 4 should do. Can we get out of here before the 3 minutes? I kinda doubt it, but we might. We need steel, and we need gold. We got stone. We're building the mithril, it's just gotta go into the stockpile. Why are you going all the way up there? Oh, you're picking... okay. There we go. Let's get second portal part down. Let's get fifth portal part. Fifth portal part down, and we just need 2 more steel. We just need 2 more steel. That's all we need. That's all we need. Alright. Enough joking around, guys. Koopa's gonna come down here and make this steel. And we're out of here. Just like that. Perfect. There we go. We're out of here. Look at that. It's like we're traveling in light speed in Star Wars. Not sure what we got going on up here. 500. The land of winter heaven is up and at 'em. We'll get there and then I'll probably call it a night shortly after. Or is it gonna crash? Oh, we made it. Look at that. There's snow guys. And there's yetis, and there's these guys, which are imps, which are the version, this world's version of goblins, but they're passive. They don't attack the base. They only attack if we attack them. And we will attack them. These are basically the boars of this world. These are the chickens, and then the sheep are the same, because I guess that they couldn't come up with anything. There's also yetis, things like that. It also snows, so underground is the way to go on this map. We'll dig down, see what's what, build a little basic shelter, and then we'll call it there. Hopefully that is amenable. We do start over tech and dwarves. Bit of a bummer, but... And we can't see the whole map from the beginning. We can see the whole, like, above ground map. But not the whole underground, of course. I think that's what you meant, but... I wanted to be sure that I was clear. Let's get you here. I don't know what this is. What's this little guy? Come here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually like that, I think. Alright. Thank you. Alright. We got a dwarf, we got some resin, we got a totem, so we can build a base. Having roofs and stuff like that in this one is also super helpful, because unfortunately the snow falls on top of things, blocks things off, makes it hard for your dwarves to get in and out. Let's get some more ladders going. Another 4, I guess. We'll build a hatch, and we'll need some clubs, which will come when we start felling some more trees. Get a hatch going. Just give them somewhere to run to, because again, there are yetis on this map. I don't know how they spawn in or where they come from, but I feel like they spawn like up on the mountains or something like that and they jump down, but they are tougher to deal with than like the standard zombies and stuff like that, and they can mess us up pretty good if we're not careful. Can make the beginning of this map really tedious in some ways. Okay. Let's get our dwarves to work here. We're gonna leave this up here because these trees don't drop leaves and the bushes don't drop leaves like in the first world, so what we want is some of the leaves, like the vines and stuff like that, to spawn in, and they spawn in on these types of blocks where it's like only a like back lane block like this instead of a front like solid block that they can climb on. Alright, we'll go down 2 more, build up like that. And that's how we'll make sure we've got our totem. It's nice that we're going straight down onto an iron deposit like this as well. I like that. And we're not missing out on dwarves with skills because of the silly glitch that we had last time. I also like that. Let's get one more ladder, just so that they don't fall down. And we'll have to grab our totem, as well as some lighting. Let that build up a little bit. Yeah. If you haven't given this game a shot, it's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty like janky and silly in a lot of ways, but it's also just very low stress. I've had a lot of fun with it over the years, and they've added a lot of stuff to it too. So let's get ourselves some clubs. Get ourselves at least a few weapons here. There we go. Alright, don't let them destroy this, please. Thank you. Alright. Once we get some skills going here, we'll get some fun names going again. We gotta resurrect Koopa and Goldwyn and Moonlight. Actually, let's leave that up. Okay. Totem time. Get that guy up. This is what denotes what the base is. Build over a little bit further, like maybe this far. Yeah, this far should be fine. We'll pretend that that's a light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be perfect. Guild stale. We need dirt down here as well. Now let's do it the way we had it before. I like that better. Replace that. Okay. We're off to an okay start, I think. Not a terrible one, at least. Which is more than I can say for some of the games that I've played on this platform. Thinking about you there, Billions. Those were tough playthroughs. But we've survived. Alright, once we've got some of our stuff here dealt with, we'll be in decent shape. We can only build one bed of leaves, but that's better than no beds of leaves. Build 2 tables. We'll get a cooking campfire going so we can make some meals. So let's just do like that for our little cooking area for now. They're so slow right now because they don't have any actual tools, and it's so frustrating to watch. Oh, we got a warrior. Wicked. So let's make this warrior smith here, and we're gonna make that Koopa again. I'm glad that you liked the there Billions Koopa. I definitely want to play through it again. I was just a little bit snake bitten there. I think it was a tough game for me to get back into. Alright, Koopa. You're our warrior smith. obviously you're gonna get all the coolest stuff. We're gonna put cooking campfire there. And once we get this bed down and furniture and all that stuff out and sorted, I think we'll probably call it a night there. But hope this was fun to watch. It's a really fun game. I'll probably play more of it next week if it's interesting. But I'm down to play some other games too. If people have suggestions or things that they want to see, let me know, and I'm willing to check out some new things. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. If you're, watching and enjoying and haven't given me a follow or anything, consider doing that. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, and it definitely helps me out. I just got to 10 last week, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it feels like a big deal to me, so thanks for everyone who is following me. But yeah, I think we're going to call it here. I hope everyone has a great night, and yeah, take it easy, and thanks for hanging out.